Hello everybody, my name is Zach, aka The Weather Gamer, bringing you a updated rankings video. I'm kind of doing just some filler videos, because I really don't know what to put in a few slots. Because I delayed Mount Silver a week as well. If you're seeing this and wondering where Mount Silver week 3 is, I pushed it forward. The reason being that I feel like part of the reason I'm losing is because I'm stressing and rushing to get Mount Silver teams and APA teams built at the same time. And Mount Silver, I play and then goes up that same week. So instead, I kicked it forward a week, just so I can build, record, and not have to worry about, okay, it's got to be up by Thursday. It gives me a little more time to work. So I'm going to rank the main series Pokemon games. If they go into the C category, it's because I have never played that game, because I haven't played all the main series games. I've played the majority of them, but not all of them. So if I put it in C, it's because I haven't played it. So we'll just start here with some really easy ones for me to throw into the C category. I've actually never played any of the original 6. I know, shocking. I'm a huge Pokemon fan and I haven't played any of the original 6. It's on my list of to-do. That's the original 6, right? 5. No, it is 6. Sorry. Brain, totally. So I've never played any of the original 6. It's on my to-do list for 2020. I'll get to playing the originals at some point. I love the remakes of them. So let's just start from where... Oh, XD and Coliseum aren't on here. I just realized those games aren't here. Well, Coliseum I would rank as an S rank. That was my third ever game. I had Emerald, Fire Red and Emerald were my first 2 games. I started my Pokemon journey in Kanto on Fire Red, then I got Emerald, and then I got Coliseum. Coliseum S tier. I love the game. I love the main character's design. I've talked about it in the playthrough. I think the Shadow Pokemon was a really cool concept. I'm really hoping that someday we get a 3rd entry into that series. Because it was just a really cool premise, a really cool region, and a really cool game. Yeah, it was kind of short. XD having more Shadow Pokemon, more in-depth story. Definitely liked it just as well. But there are aspects of XD that I didn't like. I didn't like the character design. I didn't like the whole little... there's a lot of sidebar missions that just... They're tedious. They don't need to be there. I love the final boss having 6 Shadow Pokemon. 7 if you count the Shadow Lugia. It actually made that game very, very challenging and very difficult at times. I love that the portable save feature was added. That was a knock on XD, by the way, or Coliseum. You couldn't save everywhere. You had to go to a specific spot and save. Having the portable save feature on XD was great. So Colo and XD are up in here. Now, I know I'm going to get a lot of shit for this, probably, in how I rank these, but I'm actually putting Fire Red and Leaf Green, because I've played both of them, in S tier. I'm sure I'm going to love the original Pokemon games because of how much I love the remakes, but anything that goes into S tier is a game that if I'm just bored, I'll go pick it up off the shelf and play it, because I enjoyed it that much. I loved Fire Red. I loved my original starter, as all of you know, was Charmander. That OG 15-year-old boy is sitting on my Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon copy right now, waiting to come up to Sword and Shield. Anyways, I loved these games. They're fun. The one thing I didn't like is you couldn't trade into Emerald in that right away. You actually had to go through a huge side mission after you beat the Pokemon League to do it. And the only reason I don't like that is because I couldn't trade. I couldn't easily level grind in Fire Red and Leaf Green, or Emerald, but it's Ruby and Sapphire. But at least in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, you could trade them to Coliseum. You didn't have to beat the Elite Four. You could trade them to Coliseum, take them to Mount Battle, level grind, drop them back, and make it through the game. Fire Red and Leaf Green, you couldn't. And that really frustrated me because by the time I got to the Elite Four and was facing level 60s, I had maybe level 45s, 46. So I spent a ton of time just grinding the Elite Four, and it was really annoying. Plus, I couldn't, before I had both copies, I couldn't evolve my Haunter, I couldn't evolve my Machamp, or my Machoke, I couldn't evolve quite a few Mons, actually, that I needed to evolve to enjoy the playthrough. But they hold a very, actually, I'm not going to put Leaf Green, the version that I'd be willing to play all the time goes in there. Leaf Green I would pick up if I didn't have Fire Red in play. I thoroughly enjoyed it, but Fire Red has always been a game that I hold very near and dear to me. I actually own 2 copies of Fire Red, one that has my original saved playthrough from 15 years ago, and then one that I reset all the time for when I play on YouTube, or if I just, because I have living dexes on every single game I own, and so I like to bring the Mons from the region that they were caught in. So if I play Emerald and I want to complete living dex, I have to bring all of the Kanto Pokemon. I trade all the Kanto Pokemon from Fire Red to Emerald, and Emerald to Fire Red to get the Hoenn Pokemon. So I know, I'm a nutcase. Sorry, what do I do about Johtos? That's what XD and Coliseum are for, and then I use cheat discs to catch random Shadow Pokemon. I'll show you how to do that sometime. So, yeah. That's how I do it. Then, once Gen 4 comes out, then I have the Johto Pokemon that I can go all over the place, and those are actually any Johto Pokemon that I have in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and that will go to Sword and Shield, will be ones that have come from Heart Gold, Soul Silver. But I loved Fire Red. I love Leaf Green. They're 2 of my favorite games. So then let's move to the Hoenn region, because that was the next games I ever played. Again, I'm going to put Emerald at the top. I still have my Sceptile from 15 years ago, because I got Fire Red for my birthday, I got Emerald and Coliseum for Christmas, and then I got XD for Christmas the next year. So, Emerald is just one of those games, like, I never beat Emerald until about 6 years ago. And what do I mean by never beat it? I didn't catch Rayquaza. I traded one of my cousins for his Rayquaza. I never caught the Reggies either until about 6 years ago. Which, by the way, if you're curious, I run Pokemon from Emerald except for the ones that I actually did my playthrough with when I was a child. Those ones have gone all the way to Ultra Sun and Moon. Any Pokemon in Hoenn, besides those core 6 that I did my playthrough with, actually came from Oras, because I can breed them for hidden abilities and that, so still counts. I still brought them from the Hoenn region. Anyways, I loved Emerald. I got so confused a couple of times in that game because of where do I find Surf and how do I get around. The Hoenn region's beautiful. The Hoenn region dex is great. It's one of my favorite gens. Even though it's missing quite a lot of, like, the physical special split and what type of moves are this. Like, fire moves in Gen 3 are special, I believe, and so, like, physically based Mons, like Arcanine being more physical based in base stats, was not as good in Gen 3 because all its moves were special. I mean, special Arcanine is a valid strategy, but anyways, I loved Emerald. It's a game, like Fire Red, like Coliseum. It's a game that if I ever just got bored, I'd go pick it up off the shelf and be like, cool, here we go. Let's play this. Now, it's pair, Ruby and Sapphire. I don't enjoy those as much as I enjoy Emerald. I played through them each once just to complete them because I'm a collector. I have every game from Fire Red forward. I have Fire Red, Leaf Green, Colo, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Leaf Green. I have Black, White, Black 2, White 2, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Like, basically everything but Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee down here, I own a copy of. And I'll talk about why I don't own Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee when I get there. Except for these. I don't own physical copies of these. I have digital copies on my streaming Game Boy. Pardon me for a second. Sorry about that. I'm still at my dad's recording, hence the background in the bookshelf the way it is. That was his phone ringing. He's still closed. That's why I'm over here doing what I'm doing. Anywho. So I play through the games. The ones that I reset are generally Fire Red, which is why I have multiple copies of them. Fire Red, Emerald, Heart Gold, X. Like, they're games that I have. Well, actually, once I get past Gen 4, I don't have multiple copies because I have an action replay for the 3DS games, and I can just clone Pokemon. Once I get to Gen 6, I can clone an entire box at a time. I'll show how to do that at some point as well. But I just clone the entire box, send it to Pokebank, send it down to the next game. So essentially, I don't have to reset the games over and over again like I used to have to do for Gens 1 through 5. That took forever to get living dexes on those. But anyways, I digress. Back to Ruby and Sapphire. I don't like playing them. Because of how good Emerald is, I don't like the split aspect of them. They feel like they're lacking. But they're still good games. Actually, I'm going to leave the C here. I'm going to make a new category. I think I can make a new category. Oh, tier list. I think I can make a new category. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Okay. Up. Whoops. I didn't realize I was doing the same thing. Okay. There we go. That's better. Never played. But they're not terrible games. They're just really lacking, and that's why I would throw them in the C category because they're middle of the road. They're not lacking any major depth to them, basically. Their remakes, however, and I'm going to bounce around. I love their remakes. I prefer to play Sapphire over Ruby. I don't know why. I just like Kyogre better, I guess. But they're both great games. The only reason I rank Sapphire higher than Ruby is because Sapphire is one of those I could play. If I didn't want to play any of the S ranks, I'd go grab Sapphire. Ruby, it's great. It's definitely a good game, but it's not one that I want to play over and over again, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So, but that's where we sit with Gen 3. Moving into Gen 4, I love Platinum. I really, really, really love Platinum. Platinum is definitely one of my favorite games. I love playing it. I think it's really, really good. I love the combined games. I really do like that third entry where they combine them. Which is why I think I'll enjoy Yellow more than, in Crystal probably more than the other 4, but Gen 4, I hate the surf mechanic. It is so damn slow, but otherwise, Gen 4 had a great region. It gave a lot of old Mons third stage evolutions, which I, as a collector, was always really excited and thought it was really cool. Gen 4 was the last anime that I watched, so until Gen 6, which I only briefly got into. I do really like playing Platinum. I own multiple copies of Platinum for that reason, so I can get Gen 4 Pokemon all over the place. I really, really, really love Platinum. However, its remakes, Diamond, similar to Omega Ruby, I'd rather just keep playing Platinum over and over again. That's why I own multiple copies. Diamond's a good game. I did enjoy it. That was the first DS game that my brother and I had. We actually shared it. He started the game with Chimchar. I started the game with Turtwig, not thinking that saving would override his file because we only had one copy and one DS that we were sharing between the two of us. And so I accidentally erased his Chimchar, and I still to this day feel horrible about that. But it's a good game. I'd put it on par with Omega Ruby. I love Platinum so much. I'd rather just go play Platinum. Pearl, on the other hand, and this was, so eventually I got my own DS. My grandma bought me a DS, and she bought me Pearl because my brother had Diamond. I wanted Pearl. That way we could exchange version exclusives because we didn't know that Platinum was coming. I don't like Pearl. I don't know why I don't like Pearl. I think it's for the same reasons that I rank Ruby and Sapphire down low. I would honestly rather play Ruby and Sapphire over playing Pearl. I don't know why. Just every time I look at Pearl, I go to pick up Pearl. It's like, I don't want to play this. This is not something I enjoy. Like, take it away, please. I don't enjoy Pearl. I don't think it's a very good game. Even though it's exactly a mirror of Diamond, which I have ranked as a B. I just don't like Pearl. I don't know. It might be because of the cover. I really don't have anything to say, but if I'm ranking these games based on playing them, Pearl is one of the ones that I do not like. But then we get into the Johto. I will play either of these games over and over and over again. I actually own 2 copies of Heart Gold over 2 copies of Soul Silver. When my brother was in Pokemon, we'd go, okay, Gen 4, he got to pick the cover legendary, so he picked Diamond. Johto, I got to pick the cover legendary. I actually chose Soul Silver because Lugia the Third movie is one of my favorite movies. So he got Heart Gold, and then we continued until he quit playing Pokemon in Gen 6. He stopped after Black and White, so I will play either of these interchangeably. I really will. I love them both. I can't wait to do them on YouTube as well. I love the fact that Pokemon follow you. I really, really wish that mechanic would come back. The Pokewalker was so good. My brother lost his. I felt so bad for my brother because he never played the early game. Well, he had Leaf Green, but he never really did anything with it. He ended up, I think, losing his copy of Leaf Green. I don't remember what happened to his copy of Leaf Green, but he lost it, I think, or he sold it because he just didn't care for it like I did. The poor kid, he got Charmander from Professor Oak. He put it on his Pokeball Plus, and he lost his Pokeball Plus at school. And they couldn't find it, and no one ever found it. I felt so bad for him. I gave him my Pokeball Plus, and he eventually gave it back because he got out of Pokemon. So I still have my Pokeball Plus. I have no idea what's on it right now, but I should probably check that. I love the Pokeball Plus. I love being able to walk with your Pokemon. The Pokemon Triathlon was a cool thing that I got to do. I love the story. I love the fact that you can go back to Kanto and play through that because I really loved playing Fire Red, so that was another really, really cool thing. I don't like the level. Like, the first time you beat the Elite Four, you're level 40s. I don't like that aspect of it, but there's not much really you could do. But otherwise, these games were great. Like, I love playing these two. And I just sit there and I play them interchangeably over and over and over again. So getting into Gen 5, I don't like Black. I do like playing White. I play White over and over again. It's just one of the big reasons I don't like Black is initially you couldn't have the original decks, but they patched that with Black 2, White 2. I don't know. It's similar to playing Pearl. I just don't, even though it's an exact mirror of White, I don't care to play for it. It's better than Pearl in my mind. I'd rather play Black than Pearl any day. But yeah, not much to say. I love Gen 5 starters. They were cool. It's the biggest generation of Pokemon at 154. It is 4 Mons bigger than the original, or 3 Mons because Mew's technically Gen 1. I always forget that Mew's Gen 1. I always think Mew is Gen 2, but yeah, I like playing White. I thought it had a really good story. I thought the gym leaders were cool. I thought it was a good game. Why is Platinum down here? There's 2 Platinums for some reason. Interesting, there's 2 Platinums for some reason. Okay, really? Oh, give me a second, I have to reset this, because, it took away, or there were 2 Platinums for some reason. No, what were you? You're that. Add row above. Gray. Never played. Up, 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 up. Reset this. Bruh. Okay, quickfire reset. But I also think I probably will enjoy, like, the, like, Heart Gold till Silver. I'll probably enjoy that, too. Where are you? You've never been played. You were there. You were there. You're up here. You're there. You're there. Never played. Up there. Up there. Now there's 2 Alpha Sapphires. And 2 Platinums again. I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to pretend that they don't exist. Oh, and Diamond. Okay, there we go. Back to where we were. So, yeah. But then you get to the Black 2, White 2 remakes. And honestly, White 2, similar to Black 2, or Pearl, I just don't like to play. And honestly, I don't care for either 2 version. I have them. I have complete dexes on them just because I am. I didn't like that you had different gym leaders. Like, different gyms, basically. So you pick up a poison gym. So now there's 10 different gym leaders. I just didn't like that. At least with, like, the new game, Sword and Shield, it's because they rotate their gym leaders every year. Like, they have the Gym Challenger Cup. They change gym leaders. It happens. But the sheer fact that they added new gyms, I don't like that. Like, okay, I was fine with Eleanor stepping down as gym leader and chilling. That makes sense because it's a progression of the game. But adding the poison in the water gym, just, I don't know. It didn't feel good. It didn't feel right. I didn't like it. I don't like playing the games. They're both in my bottom. Like, I just don't like them. Gen 6. I don't particularly like either Gen 6 game. Okay, sorry about that. My dad called me because he needed me to run payroll for his employees because I'm over here. And I told him I was recording, so I've completely forgotten what I did because I was 20 minutes between that gap. But I think I was talking about Black 2, White 2 and how I didn't like... No, I was talking about X. I do like X. It was fun playing through it. I'd play it again. It's the one that I would have owned multiple copies had I done that. Why I don't know. Same reason I don't like... Maybe it's because it's the red color. You notice, like, the ones that I will play more times than not are blues, and the reds are the ones that get ranked lower. I don't know. Maybe that's something about me. I don't know. But yeah, Gen 6 was good. I love the remakes that they came out with. I'm hoping Gen 4 remakes come out as the next games after Sword and Shield, but we'll get to those. So Gen 7, Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, and Moon. Sun is the one that I played the most. Actually, did I play Sun? No, actually it's Moon. I play them both interchangeably, kind of like I do Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Get over here. I think I favor Moon just because I like the nighttime aspect of it versus the daytime. They were cool. Actually, I think A is a little too high for these. I think they're... Are they even B, though? Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Moon I'll play, but it's not like a game that I go reach for the shelf and be like, okay, yeah, I'll play this. It's like, I need something to play, I'll play Moon for YouTube or whatever. Sun, not particular. Sun's kind of there with Sapphire and that. They're not really games that I play. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, I didn't even complete those two. I prefer Moon over Sun, but I didn't even complete them. I got to where you play Necrozma. I beat Ultra Necrozma, and then that was the last I played of those games. I never have finished Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I just did not care for Alola again. I would much rather have had our Gen 4 remakes that generation. I don't know. Alola is probably my least favorite region. It probably goes Alola and Kalos, and then Unova. I love Gen 1, I love Gen 2, I love Gen 3, I love Gen 4. Gen 5 was okay. Gen 6 I don't really care for too terribly much. Gen 7 I hardly care for at all. Like Z Crystals I didn't think were all that great. I'm actually glad they're gone. Just personally, but I don't know why those two are still here. We'll call this one Coliseum. We'll call this one XD. That's what we'll call those. So then we get to the sheer brah moments. I hate these two games. I hate these two games with a passion. I couldn't stand it. I was just going to play through them so I had, Melmetal for Pokemon Go, at least. And I couldn't even get that far. I was like, I just can't. They're so stupid. They're so dumbed down. They're so childish. I know they're a children's game, but they hold your hand so much. Giving Pikachu and Eevee special moves that are just... They're broken just so you can get through the game. How easy it is to beat the game. I love the graphics. The graphics were cool. The shiny hunting method almost made me keep the games just a shiny hunt because that was cool. But I didn't make it past Vermilion. I got to Vermilion City and I said, no, I can't. I can't do this anymore. I don't like Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I really hope they never make another Let's Go style game. They are just terrible. And I'm sorry if that hot take pisses anyone off, but I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. So I really, really hate Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Dumb games. And I'm pissed that Sword and Shield you have to have saved data files in order to get Gigantamax Pikachu and Eevee. Because as a collector, I either have to find someone that will give them up to me, or I have to gen them. And I had to gen them because I don't have saved data file. I deleted it off my Switch to give me room on my Switch. So I hate it. And now for the early games, or the newest games, Sword and Shield. I'll save Sword for last. Shield, I'm going to put it in the same category as these games. It's a game that I would play if I have to. but I very, very much prefer Sword. I really do. I think Sword is the better version. I like the gym challenge. I love the music. I love the graphics. Like, if I was ranking just solely on that and not just my experience playing it, I would probably rank Shield higher. But this is from my childhood playing the games up to adulthood. And Sword, I know, I'm going to get a lot of shit for this. But Sword, I'm going to move you just so people know what you actually are. Just do this chronologically, there we go. Sword is an S tier game. I would play Sword over and over and over again. I love the wild area, I love the max rating, I love the graphics. For the most part, there are some very bad graphics issues with the game, particularly when you get too close to trees and grass and all that. I love the new mons. This gen has so many mons that I actually enjoy. It's been a long time since I had a lot of mons that I really liked out of this gen. It's just a very good game. I love the post game. It is a little annoying, the post game. Like, I hate Swordbert and Shieldbert, but Swordward and Shieldbert, whatever their names are, I hate them. I think they're stupid, but I love the Dynamaxing's cool. I love Gigantamaxing. I wish more mons would get that. The biggest complaint I have about it right now is it's not full Nat Dex. I'm hoping that Gen 4 remakes come and at least restore Gens 1 through 4 into Gen 8. We'll eventually get them all, I hope, but at least Gen 4's remakes, if they make Diamond Pearl remakes, would restore the Nat Dex, or a good chunk of the Nat Dex back. That's my biggest complaint, because I have save files of every game that I originally played, and I want to move all of them to Gen 8, because I have memories of a lot of these Pokemon. Yeah, some of them I don't care about. Like, some of them it's just a collector thing. I want a living Dex on every game, but others I'm truly, truly upset about, such as my Sceptile, who is currently stuck on Ultramoon. He's going to be stuck there until I can bring him to join, because I beat the Elite Four in every game with that Sceptile. I actually had Charizard and Sceptile once I started getting to the older generations, or the next generations. I started merging my playthrough teams and running them through the Elite Four. So Charizard and Sceptile have been buds for whenever Platinum came out. 2007, I think, was Platinum's release date. Might have been 2008. So 12 years those two have been together, and now they're going to get separated. So obviously you can see I'm a little torqued by that, but we'll just quick recap here, last 2 minutes, because this video went way longer than I expected. All-time greats, things I'd love to play all the time: Fire Red, Emerald, Colosseum, Platinum, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver, White, and Shield. Games that I would play if I didn't feel in the mood for playing these, are games that I just generally enjoy: Leaf Green, XD, X, and Alpha Sapphire. Games that are good, but I would not play them unless I really needed to: Ruby, Omega Ruby, Diamond, Y, Moon, and Shield. Games that I've never played but will try, and I'll update these rankings as I play through these. Games that are merely there because I collect them, not because I enjoy them: Sapphire, Ruby, Black, Black 2, Sun, Ultramoon. Games that I just hate to play. I don't enjoy them. I don't even enjoy thinking about if I ever had to reset and would have to do that again. Pearl, White 2, and Ultra Sun. I don't have any games that I would rate an F, because these don't deserve an F. An F is too nice to these two. These two should never exist. So that's going to be my ranking of the Pokemon games. Main series anyways. I've never played Mystery Dungeon. I've never played Rangers. I've never played like the side ones. This was solely the main ones. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know down below if you think I'm full of shit and my videos or this is just a stupid ranking. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching. Check out the links in the description down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Maybe if my Stream Deck will work, because I am trying to outro. I guess not. Well, we'll do this the old-fashioned way.